I'm about to give away my splash.
Damn, a lot of my proxies.
Nobody check out on Splash Force yet?
Oh my god. I wanted to thank everyone who entered the giveaway. More than 800 people entered, and the 4 lucky winners have already received their prizes. More giveaways will come as my channel continues to grow and my Twitter continues to grow, so I just wanted to thank you all once again for your continued support. For episode 9, I wanted to mainly talk about miscellaneous items that resell. Mainly I'm talking about the PlayStation 5. I'll also show you guys live cops of the Kobe 5 drop and the restock of the Supreme Air Force Ones. Let's get right into it. Peers in our community already knew that this would be the next big item to resell in the upcoming holiday season. Months before the PS5 pre-order dates even appeared, miscellaneous groups were already hinting that the PS5 would be the next big cook. I've owned every generation of the PlayStation console, starting from the PlayStation 1, and I've never seen this much hype for the next generation of consoles. I mean, the hype for the PS5 way before its release was just incredible. The hype was just further fueled by Sony's PS5 reveal event. The event highlighted the console's improved specs and affordable price points for both the disc and the digital version. The digital version retails for $400 and the disc version retails for $500. With that said, Sony basically told customers that pre-orders would start Friday, September 18th, but Walmart, a big retailer for the PS5, shock dropped pre-orders a day before. This ultimately led to floodgates opening, and other retailers such as Target, Amazon, Best Buy also opened up pre-orders that same day. So this really, this caught everyone off guard, not only people who resell or people who scalp things, but also genuine PS5 customers. No one really knew that this was happening. In my case, I actually couldn't set up any of my bots such as Swift or Phantom or the Kickstation to, cop from these websites because I didn't know they were dropping. But luckily, I was in a couple of groups who pinged out early links, and so I manually copped 10 pre-orders. Yeah, 10. Fortunately, Walmart had a planned restock the day after the pre-order shock drop, which is the day that they're supposed to, drop the pre-orders. And it was a planned restock at 6 p.m. PST. So this time, I went ahead and set up all my bots. Well, that failed, but Swift literally... So, let me explain. You know how my Discord notifications were kind of going off in the beginning of that Livecop? Well, that wasn't Phantom checking out orders. That was actually Swift checking out orders for Walmart in my MacBook. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a Livecop video for Swift because I didn't have OBS installed in my MacBook, but I could show you guys the Discord success webhook so that I can prove that I was actually checking out a ton of pre-orders for the PlayStation 5. In total, I got 47 pre-orders from Walmart and 5 only got cancelled. This leaves me with 42 charges, all coming from PS5s. It's been about 2 or 3 days after the actual pre-order drop, and all of the charges have stuck so far, and I've gotten confirmation emails for all 42 console pre-orders. During the drop, I was actually getting a ton of notifications from Citibank and Capital One because I didn't have enough limit to pre-order more consoles. So they were, I actually could have gotten more pre-orders. Not that I want more. I think, however much I have now. 42 plus 10 is enough. But I could have gotten more. It's just I didn't have enough available limit in my credit cards to get more. But yeah, all 42 charges are stuck right now, in addition to the 10 manuals that I got. So let's see what happens. If you go on eBay right now, you can see that most pre-orders that were already purchased by someone that actually wants a PS5 sold at around $800. There are some listings that have sold for $900 or even $1,000, but these weren't the majority of the listings that were sold. If I were to sell all 52 consoles right now for $800, I would be making around $200 to $250 for each console. Let's say I take the low end of that profit margin after fees and just say that I make $200 off each console. Now if you multiply 52 by 200, that's over $10,000 of profit. The thing is, that's only if I choose to sell right now. But unfortunately, I'm thinking of keeping half for after the actual launch date on November 12th, because holiday season and quarantine, and I think everyone's gonna, drive the prices back up because the demand is just so high. I don't know if you guys went to Twitter like the day of the pre-orders, but Twitter was literally raging because everything was selling out in like under 2 minutes for millions of consoles. So I do think that these prices will go up in the future near holiday season, but I am debating on selling the other half a month before the actual drop date on November. So I'm debating on whether to sell it the other half in middle of October, just so I can get some money for the initial for half the consoles, so that I can get my credit availability up once again for other shoe drops. But yeah, that's my current plan for the PS5s, and I hope that you try to go ahead and get some for yourselves, because these will definitely resell. I actually only went for this drop because my brothers wanted personal pairs. I also saw the stock number for Footlocker way before the drop, and there were only 1,000 pairs, so I decided to go for random sizing, because with random sizing, we all know that you have a higher chance to actually cop a pair. So I was hoping to, cop a couple of pairs and then try to trade the pairs for, my brother's personal size. Nevertheless, I went into this drop, knowing that stock was super limited, so I probably was gonna come out empty-handed. Was a big fat L, but I already knew that it was probably gonna be an L anyway. But guess what? I actually caught a dub on sneakers. Yeah, let me actually show you guys my sneakers drop. And to be clear, I haven't gotten a dub from sneakers in over 2 years, so this was the first time I've ever won in a draw. So I don't know if you guys see this, but you see that? Oh, basically purchases, and that is the Kobe 5s. So yeah, I'm very excited because this tells me that my sneaker account isn't actually shadow banned, because after 2 years of taking L's, you'd come to think that your account was actually shadow banned by sneakers, but now it's confirmed that it's not. So maybe I'm gonna go ahead and try to, wake up at 7 a.m. every day, or whenever a drop happens, and try for sneakers now. I actually got really lucky here because on a random occasion, well, I was playing Warzone with my buddies, but I was up till 3 a.m. and Meg actually pinged that EU shocked or restocked Air Force Ones. So I figured that Air Force Ones would restock on 8 a.m. that same day in the US Supreme website. Because of that, I decided to set up my box before I slept, and I unhappily went to bed knowing that I would only get 3 or 4 hours of sleep, since I'd have to get up to cop Supreme Air Force Ones that same morning. Some Supreme stuff. Some drops. Why? What's up?
10 a.m.
It's 10 a.m. It is not 10 a.m. here.
It's 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's 8 a.m.
Yeah, it's 8 a.m.
What you gonna do this weekend?
You're trying to what?
What you trying to do this weekend?
Nothing. Chilling. How about you?
Tomorrow I have here with my family, and then Sunday morning I'm gonna do yoga with my sister, and then in the afternoon I'm gonna go roller skating. Then go on. I'm gonna go on Thursday.
The movie was long, no, but it felt short.
Yeah, it's 2.5 hours, but it didn't feel that long.
I know.
That's why I feel like they did a good job, because I was a little worried that was a bit, but it wasn't. So, I mean, it must have been entertaining enough for me to occupy my time. Yeah.
It was just you and Lynette?
Yep. For the movie, it was just me and Lynette, and then we met up with the rest afterwards.
I managed to get 3 checkouts in total, all with Meg Preem. I think Kodai and Cyber didn't do too well, but I'm glad Meg worked. Meg has been the king of Supreme, and that has been true for a really long time now. Hopefully you cop a copy of Meg Preem way before the BOGO drop this season, so that you can snag a pair. Honestly, since over $20,000 of my credit limit has been snagged up by PS5 pre-orders, I'm only looking forward to 2 drops, and one of them is the Yeezy Carbons, which is coming out on October 3rd, and the Jordan 1 Mochas, which is coming out in Halloween, October 31st. I know that both of these pairs would probably resell for a good profit margin, and I know that the stock for these pairs are probably gonna be medium or high, so I'm really looking forward to these 2 drops. Hopefully I get to sell, the 50 pairs that I have in my inventory so that I can rapidly pay off these PS5 pre-orders and have more available balance. But nevertheless, I'm still gonna go for small drops such as dunk drops this month, so that you guys can learn how to live cop from Shopify, since we do know that the dunks usually only drop on like 1 or 2 Shopify websites, but we can improve our Shopify skills as well by going for these drops.